Welcome back to day 87 of learning to read Chinese, or continuing our chapter on the education of children. I believe that's what we're talking about here. And our first character of the day is Miao. Miao, you see in words such as 渺小, which means very small. So it could be petty, could be small, could be slight. This is also used to mean hold in contempt. So something that you look down upon as lesser. 渺. Next up, 灭. Hold on. We gotta look at the etymology. So you see this has got grass on top. Originally, this was a word for a type of grass. At the bottom, underneath the grass. This is mo, which is for the sound. So originally this character, miao, referred to a type of grass, and this grass was very small. So eventually, if you say 渺小, it's small like the grass. And in terms of the contemptible sort of meaning, grass gets trampled underfoot just like those whom you see as nothing. 灭. So this originally meant red and swollen in the eye so as not to see clearly. You see this here originally on top is not grass, but actually is a representation of the mate, or like this, the eye and the eyebrow. And then on the bottom, even though now it looks like, originally this was fa. It's like punishing, killing the eye. If you kill the eye, then you can't see. Like miao here. Miao also has meanings of disdain, despise, smear, besmirch, calumniate, defame, stuff like that. So they kind of go together in that sense. 藐视, or 视 is look, so it's like look down upon. 小藐灭, disdain and besmirch. 蠢, this originally meant wriggle and squirm, move like a worm. So we got these two little bugs on the bottom, because we're talking about the movement of bugs. And on the top, 蠢 is both for the sound and because these little bugs tend to crawl out of the ground during the springtime. By the summer, some of them have grown wings and are no longer wriggling and squirming in the ground. 蠢, beyond this, now means stupid, clumsy, or dull. If you think about worms, they're not very intelligent. So, 哲, this is 哲 in 哲学, which is philosophy. 哲 can mean wise, sagacious, a sage or a wise man. And if you look at the etymology, so originally, if you go back far enough, this on the bottom was not a mouth, but a heart. This on the top was this here, 折, which is like for cleaving apart, breaking in two, that sort of thing. guess in a way, like dissecting the heart, understanding the inner workings of it. So if you think about back in the day, people thought that the heart was where the thoughts happened and the self presided. 这 懂 means to understand. So you would say, like, if somebody asks if you understood something, like, do you get it? And you would say 懂 for, yeah, I got it. 懂得 yes. This, again, on the left is a heart because that's representing the mind, according to the old sense. On the right, this was also 懂. This is 懂 that means like 懂理, I think, is when you talk about like the board of directors of a company or organization, something like that. These people who are in some sort of management capacity. So the people who preside over the matters of the heart, it kind of represents understanding something. Miu. This miu means to err, something false or wrong, or to deceive or to confuse. Now this specifically refers to things that are extremely false. Not just like simple errors, but complete fabrication, stuff that's just unbelievably wrong. So if you look at the etymology here on the left, see genzapang, which tells you it's to do with a language or speech. On the right, you've got this liao, and liao means flying high. So you got the wings on the top, and this is like, I guess, the wind gusts generated by the wings flapping. Flying high. So you say the words, the story has flown high. It's like it's flown beyond the realm of belief. It's so far-fetched. It's crazy. Miu. Now, huo means to be perplexed, puzzled, bewildered, deluded, confused, or muddle-headed. If you look at this, you can see very easily that the top is huo, like 或者, which is when you say this or that. Maybe so, maybe not, that kind of thing. And on the bottom is the heart, which represents the mind or the emotions. So when you're this way and that way, you're confused. So that's 或.
请练习今天新学的字。
that, if you look on the left, this is skeleton bones structure. And this is something that you'll see in a lot of characters that are related to death. Like in the character for death, for dying. This one. See on the left there? It's this as well. On the right, this is tight. But in here, it's actually referring to another character. This one, which is a type, but also with the walking foot. And this character means to grow near to, or something that's close to. So then this that means close to death. So close to death could have the meaning of danger. Close to death, tired, lazy, idle. Like so low energy that you might as well almost be dead. Like just totally conked out, wasted, nothing left in you. That. Okay, let's see. This is our first 8 characters. So, 秒灭蠢折. 秒灭蠢折. This is talking about the disdain and the contempt that you hold for foolish and stupid so-called philosophies. Something like that. And this here, 懂谬或带. If 懂 is understanding and 谬 is extreme falsehoods and 或 is confusion and 带 is danger. Because it's telling about how you gotta remain clear-headed and not get mixed up, but to understand what is a falsehood and what is a fabrication. If you're confused about this, it could be dangerous, something like that. Okay, moving on. 字 is never used by itself, not really. You'll see it used doubled in a variety of phrases like 字字不记 or 字字, what is this one? Is it 记? Yes. 字字积极 or 乐滋滋美滋滋. So 乐滋滋 and 美滋滋 both kind of mean delighted. And if you say 孜孜不怠, 孜孜不倦, 孜孜不 whatever, this is diligent and hardworking. So it's 孜孜 and you do not give up, you do not tire, you do not, that kind of thing. Is 孜孜. 志, the original meaning of this word, this character, was representing a gift presented to a senior, that is, someone older than you, the first time you meet them, out of respect. And so from that original meaning came the expanded meaning of being earnest and sincere, because that gift that you gave to the senior person was your expression of earnesty and sincerity and respect. Now, if you look at the etymology on this one, it's like a picture of a prisoner with his hands in cuffs or shackles. And so what is that about? Perhaps something like when you're so earnest and sincere and loyal to your buddy or whoever, that even if you both got locked up together because of staying together, then you'd still be willing to do that. Or something like that, maybe. 服 originally meant correct, that is, as a verb, and now means no or not. Same thing as 不, and that is to say it is incorrect or it is in need of correction. So if you look at this, when you say correct as in a verb, it's because this is a picture of two branches that are kind of bent, and then you tie them up together with a rope to try and straighten them. That's the idea with that. Nay originally meant famished and hungry. If you'll see on the left, this is 食字旁, which represents something related to food. And here on the right, you see this is a woman. And over here on the top, this represents like a hand. And this girl is so hungry and miserable. And you're comforting her by patting her head or stroking her hair or something like that. Nay, it can also mean disheartened, discouraged, or dispirited, because these are all things that happen emotionally when you get hungry enough. Next up, 错. 错, if you look at this on the left, you got a foot for walking. On the right is 差, like missed or incorrect. And what would that mean? If you miss a step, you fall, right? And this also has meanings of wasting time, passing, treading, Hurrying on with one's journey, mistake a branch, road, or path. Because this also is like splitting in two. This should be taken together with the next character, because it's actually a word. Tå. This on the right is more for the sound than anything. On the left again is the foot. Tå means to carry on the back, or to hunch back, or hump back like an animal. Or to waste time is what it means together. Tå together. So it's kind of like if the way you walk, you're all hunched over and stumbling about, and you fall, and you get up and you fall again because you're stumbling so bad. That's going to waste time compared to if you walk normally. So, 蹉跎. Waste time making faltering steps. And that's something that can happen metaphorically as well. If you waste time by hesitating and making false steps and falling over all the time, making mistakes, the same mistakes over and over, stumbling here and there, wasting time. 蹉跎岁月, where 岁 is age, like by the year, right? And 月 is the months. 蹉跎岁月, letting time slip by without accomplishing anything. Okay. 治 means to obstruct, suppress, or an obstacle. If you look at this, this is like 空, right? And then inside the 空, which represents like a hole, is 治, which represents the sound, but also an arrow striking. If you shoot an arrow into a cave, it's going to hit the wall at some point. It's not a tunnel, it's just a hole. You go in, you can't get out. It's obstructed by the wall. 治.
请练习今天新学的字。
Yi means to study. This is specifically when you're in the middle of it. This character originally, you're using your hand or even a brush of some kind to scrub the back of a farm animal. You're washing the livestock. This is your farm labor, your daily task. When you're studying as a student, your daily task is learning things, studying and remembering and applying your knowledge. So, 一 is to study. If you say in 一页is your word for studying in school, studying at college, specifically referring to someone who has not yet graduated, so who's in the process of working towards the degrees. 一. Okay, so this 资质服内. If you say this, you're diligent and hardworking and earnest, and it will. You're diligent, hardworking, earnest. These are good study habits, right? You'll correct the laziness and the low spirits. No low spirits allowed. You must be highly motivated and hardworking. And if you're stumbling about and wasting your time, then it's gonna obstruct you from finishing your degree. Something like that is our meaning here. And that is the end of our chapter on the education of the youth. And now let's practice what we've learned. I actually haven't been in here for a while.
欠
And so there's a good chance that some of these I'm not gonna remember.
Ủ Ba 苗二
So far, we're doing okay.
韵玉三咏念唱丈弩勺豆谱四熟懂味绝或西折
It's actually going shockingly well. I thought it would be worse.
E
后
是
I haven't gotten a single
灭
wrong.
治住
Gotta get one wrong sooner or later.
杯
Oh, there we go. Wrong one.
烘
Or was it? Was that brown? It was brown. It wasn't wrong. It was still just slow. What's happening?
杯脑任背读搓是会烙西烘准熟欠西
if it's like this, I should hypothetically be able to talk over it. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, what else we got? Wanna do some of this too? 魑魅魍魉，魑魅魍魉。Wow, every single one of them is 怪。因为古代传说中的鬼怪样的坏人。Okay, I guess these are all different types of weird ghouls. 大有人在，某一种人为数不少。OK， 依促而就，依促而就，促。I don't remember learning that word. Is that what that is?
踏
It is 踏。一蹴而就 It just succeeded instantly.
请练习今天新学的
三三
内容。
两两，三个两个得在一起，形容人数不多。OK。
填一个空格。
一蹴而就。
错。This is a 错 that has 就 on the right side. Oh no, it wasn't 错, it was 错, wasn't it? It was this one.
一蹴而就。一蹴而就。一蹴而就。一蹴而就。一蹴而就。
填三个空格。
一蹴而就。一蹴而就。
填一个空格。
魑魅魍魉。
魅 whichever one has that 鞭炮。
魑魅魍魉。
魑。I'm just looking for the ghostly.
魑魅魍魉。
两。
魑魅魍魉。
王。
填两个空格。
魑魅魍魉。魑魅魍魉。
填三个空格。
魑魅魍魉。魑魅魍魉。
填一个空格。
三三两两。三三两两。三三两两。三三两两。三三两两。三三两两。
填一个
Too
空
easy.
格。
大有人在，大有人在，大有人在，大有人在，
填两个空格。
大有人在，
填三个空格。
大有人在，大有人在。好棒！你掌握了今天新学的成语，请练习所有学过的成语。
I'm not gonna do that right now. Goodbye. See you next time.